I'm here in Whangarei and I'm actually at my mum and dad's house, and I thought I'd sit down, ask them a few questions about my adoption process, about my adoption story, about me finding my birth parents. So this will be quite interesting for all of you at home who have parents who are interested about you searching for your birth parents or how you want to search for your birth parents and just hearing their opinions. So I mic'd them up, I sat down with them, and it was really interesting. So take a look. For you and Dad, back in the early 1990s, was the adoption process long? Did it take a while?
Well, from the time we first started thinking about it, which would have been the start of 1994, till we got you boys back, which was mid-August. So it wasn't huge, really. Although once we really got going, probably was about June. June did the home study in Auckland. Started getting the papers together, and then we were off in mid-July and back mid-June. So.
It was quite a lengthy process that Mum took charge of with the paperwork by Jingoes. There was a hell of a lot of paperwork involved, and a lot of documents had to be completed, signed. Mum had to see a lawyer, and so there was quite a lot involved in it, but the actual duration of time wasn't a lengthy process, no.
What did you both know about Russia before adopting Andre and I?
We didn't know a hell of a lot about Russia because it was a communist country, and a lot of the information is closed. So it's just what you can read in books and that sort of thing. So we knew that Russia had a very hard history. We knew geographically that it was a very cold country and that, but we didn't know a hell of a lot about it.
And for both of you, what was your biggest worry?
I can't remember having one big worry about it all, but it was just the day-to-day stuff that had to go on, and possibly how we were going to manage over there without knowing the language, and what we were going to see at the orphanage, I suppose. Yeah.
Probably my biggest worry was actual bonding with you and Andre, and making sure that we could give you the best that we could give. And I knew Mum's just been an absolute wonder. So she was just wrapped with you guys as soon as we met you two. So that was a hell of a lot of the worry gone.
That's important.
Hmm?
Probably the time frame too, because when we went, we weren't sure how long it was going to, how long we'd be over there. But as it was just a month. 1 month, so it was pretty quick really compared to some others.
Yeah, and see, I had my own business, I was self-employed, so the longer I stayed over there, the more complicated it was going to be back here and more time consuming back here. But in hindsight is a wonderful thing. I would have loved to have stayed over with Mum for the month.
This is more of probably a personal question from me, but how did you both feel about me wanting to search for my birth parents?
I was absolutely rapt that you could, and as I said to the two of you boys, that it would make my life if you could track down your birth parents, because I think everyone has a right to know where they've come from. You and I talked about it, and you said that you'd like to try and track them down. And I thought, how the hell are we going to even start? It's like looking for the haystack, let alone the needle in the haystack. But you just went for it, and you did a bloody totally amazing job. So, well done you, and absolutely rapt that you've done it.
And when you're a wee boy growing up, you're always interested in them anyway. You would always ask, I wonder what my birth parents look like, or, so it wasn't any surprise that you wanted to do it when you got older.
So it wasn't
Wasn't a
Out of
complete
the
out of the
blue.
blue or anything,
No.
because it was just something that was part of conversation.
And
It's,
we were both rapt that, that you could do it.
When you both met them for the first time in Russia, what was going through your mind then? What was the emotions like when you got to meet them?
wonderful.
Yeah,
It was just wonderful, yeah, to finally meet them.
always do.
I was really pleased to meet him.
Never ever
And-
expected that we would, but it was great.
I would have possibly preferred a different forum when we first met them
Definitely,
Of course.
instead of a live TV show. But I was rapt to meet both of them.
yeah,
Really nice people.
yeah.
For other people who have adopted children, not only in Russia but other countries around the world, what advice could you give to those parents who may have children who are also trying to look for birth parents, or maybe they don't want to look for birth parents? As the adopted parents, what advice could you give to them?
Everyone has different circumstances and different situations. But, you know, I would say that, as I said before, we have to look at things from your perspective, and everyone has the right to know where they've come from. So, me personally, all I can say to any parent is be as supportive as possible. Let them run. Let them do it.
Yeah, definitely everyone has the right to find out their beginnings, and yeah, so you've just got to support them. Not everybody wants to chase up and track down birth parents, but those that do, certainly they need support from their parents. So,
It's nice to hear
and yeah, I don't know why a parent wouldn't want
Sure.
to help their child, you know,
Yeah.
go searching. But everyone's different too, and how they see things. So it's it's an individual thing.
People have said to me, you know, how do you feel about it? I'm just happy for Alex and you know, look at the people.
It's opened up her family, hasn't it? It's huge.
Misha and Tatiana, we couldn't ask for
Yeah,
more.
who would think that you could text someone on the other side of the world, you know, just like that, and get it translated,
Yeah.
and yeah, it's so easy to make contact.
different times.
Yeah.
Marvellous people, and you know, we thank them.